What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? It's the SportX.Bet podcast, a little brief edition. It's my
Yo,
guy
yo,
knows a
yo,
guy
yo.
with my dog Sosa the locksmith. How you doing, bro?
I can't complain, man. Another good night in the Sosa household, man. I can't complain. I mean, outside of my Sixers losing, but I had no action on them. But JoJo going down. It is what it is. I think he could have played, but yeah, I'm all on the side of caution. Uh,
Crazy game, crazy game.
you know what? It's nothing. It's you
It had a
expect
little
it.
bit of everything,
You
the
kind of
banter,
expected
all
at this
that.
point. Like you expect. I kind of expected that last night.
What's the current status with Joel Embiid?
MRI today. We should be getting information. We should be getting information pretty soon in
I know,
regard to
I
it.
know. Daryl Morey was saying he didn't sleep pretty much all night.
Yeah, I think he's okay. I mean, he kept playing. They took him out at halftime. Aired on the side of caution. Still was right in at the end of the game. I believe the refs called 17 fouls in the last 16 minutes of the game, which is insane.
Pretty
Uh,
crazy, pretty crazy. I know that they pretty much capitalized on the injury. I know that the Wizards they avoided history kind of yesterday. Teams in their position on the spread usually end up getting swept when the spread was like that. I think they said the last 10 times prior to last night when a team is a home underdog of 7 or more and they're down 3-0 in
yeah,
the series that they go on they actually lose game 4.
they usually get smacked.
Yeah, but Joel Embiid went down. I hope he's all right. Good morning,
Hopefully he's good.
everyone. Yep, just enjoying it. How's the holiday down there in the States? Hope everyone
Ben
enjoyed their
Simmons is
holiday
all
down
hype,
there.
no game. Joe, I have to question your basketball acumen when you say that, my boy.
Who?
I got Joe. I'm looking at the comment. It's just Joe Budden said
Oh,
Ben Simmons is all hype and no game. Well, it's
Ben,
easy to say that when the best player on the team goes out and they call 4 fouls on him, 5 fouls on him. He can't play the fourth quarter, gets into no rhythm.
Joe
They
Budden's tough, bro. Joe
they
Budden's in here.
they hack him they hack him at the end of the game. I mean, there are going to be people that are going to say stuff about him missing free throws. And you can say that, but um, just like uh, just like Doc Rivers or Glenn Rivers said after the game last night, if you're thinking that he's going to take Ben Simmons off the floor at the end of the game, then you should probably never watch another game of basketball in your life.
Nah,
Or you should,
I'm not calling him Glenn Rivers.
I
That
mean,
boy Glenn Rivers.
that's
What's up?
all I'm saying. Like
Good morning, everyone. Christian, Jordan, Danny, my guy, Joe Budden, MJG. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
it was
We're
the
just
hack of
chilling.
Simmons. That's what they did. They just started hacking the fuck out of him. I mean, and like I said, he started the series 0 for 10 from the foul line. So there's no Ben Simmons should be traded. You're tripping.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons is a specimen. I know that if they said he was to be traded, like probably 25 teams would be trying to maneuver somehow to get him.
25.
25.
Every single team.
Maybe not the Lakers. Maybe not the Lakers or someone like that. I don't know.
Do you think Rich Paul wouldn't mind another one of his clients pulling up the Staples Center?
He probably wouldn't mind, but especially the youth. But I don't know. I think Ben Simmons, his story is still to be written. I'm not hard on Ben Simmons. I know
How is
he
he
can't
so
really hit
without
the.
a jump shot? That is sad.
But I'm
Well,
definitely
Joe,
not calling Doc Rivers Glenn Rivers.
Joe,
Today's card's tough, bro. Today's card's a little tough on the
it
surface
is.
of it because there's a lot of adjustment in the lines. Partially in the Nets game because of the results, they've been destroying the Celtics just in a couple of games, except for that game where he dropped 50. Tatum dropped 50. Tatum's
Right.
scored 90 points now in the last 2 games, but he's probably going home tonight. He's probably going home tonight. It doesn't matter.
Good chance that that's a probability.
But we're seeing massive over adjustment in that line. It's 12.5 now. Just seeing on social media, the higher line is still sort of scaring people. I know that they covered the last game, but they covered the regular spread normally. But if you were to imply like this line into that game, I mean, it's much closer.
It
Much
opened at 12 and
closer.
a half. Which game are we talking about?
I'm talking about Nets Celtics.
Isn't it 12? Didn't it open at 12 and a half?
That's what I'm seeing it as now.
Yeah, 12 and a half. I mean, we come on, man. Outside of the one game where the bench gave them 11 points and they lost by 6. Well, we kind of the Celtics suck. They're a 2-pack of ass. I I just can't talk me out of the Nets. I like I said last game I had them blowing them out. I have blown them out again. Going back to Brooklyn, I don't see them offering that difference. Simmons is a liability deeper in the play. You know what I love? I love that it's so much criticism and it's so easy to criticize Ben Simmons when the MVP of the league goes out. Like I see that on the internet. I saw that on the internet like crazy last night. Like, of course it's easy to say this after we lose a game.
But it's not new knowledge. It's not new knowledge that Ben Simmons is just like a bad free throw shooter.
You know, new? Like
it's not. How you feel about this spread in this game, the Celtics Nets game? Nets minus 12.5.
Give me the Nets by 30.
By 30, I see Christian James saying minus 50. Someone else told me earlier Nets minus 30.
Come on, man. I don't see anything remotely hindering the Brooklyn Nets from handling business tonight and getting Boston the fuck on. I don't. Yeah, it's over. It's over, man. Let's come on.
Yeah, I'm not touching the spread in this game personally. I'm just gonna watch it. Seems pretty. You know, the Nets. We know what they're capable of doing. I mean, they've had 2 players score 35 or more in back-to-back games. I was actually shocked when I tweeted that out. That had never happened before. Like I couldn't. No, it only happened one time. It's only the second time it's happened since like the 70s.
Right.
So we see that they're kicking it into high gear. The Nets, it seems like it's easy. They should come out here and smash. It's just that the fact that Tatum can go nuclear, the fact that Tatum can go nuclear at any moment, I'm just not going to touch the 12.5 spread, personally. But the Nets, I mean, you know, I'm not knocking anyone that bets on the Nets. They should go ahead and just crush these guys. But I mean, the Celtics are a weird team, bro. The Celtics are a weird team. Their backs against the wall. They just chuck threes up. They just play around. They just walk up the court and chuck threes up when it's falling, and a couple of their random players, you know, like I have a prop I like in this game too, though. What other stuff you have in this one?
I see the homies got the props from yesterday. Yes, Royce O'Neal and Daniel Gafford both covered. That they were solid money. With this game, bro, it's I personally believe that they'll come out hot, but I think in a game like this you kind of have to lay off the first half. Everybody wants to like, oh, they're going to come out and smoke them. But you have to like employ what you just said, knowing that the Celtics are probably going to give everything they can in the first half. And then you look for talent to really take over in the second. So if you guys are considering taking first half bets, I personally would stay away just because you're thinking probably, oh, they'll cover the 5.5. It's a safer number. Everyone starts at 0. Don't sleep on the fact that they could rebound the ball well to start the game. Brooklyn could possibly miss some perimeter shots to start the game. And, you know, you see them come out kind of slow, but you see them progressively begin to whoop their ass going into the half. So just be wary of that. Just something I would be careful with.
It's I think you just made some great points. Luis Rivera in the chat, he's saying he likes Tristan Thompson under 10.5 rebounds. This is only play here. I don't think you can just go off the last game. The last game, the only reason I actually have Tristan Thompson possibly going over 9 rebounds. I wouldn't. 9 rebounds is juice though, but I think because the last game he only played 22 minutes.
Right, like, and their front line is ass. Like the Nets front line is butt.
That's the only point of emphasis for attack for Celtics. It's just that they don't have the personnel. But if Tristan Thompson plays 30 plus minutes again, I can see him getting 10 rebounds.
I do too. So that's it's not a, like I said, it's just an interesting play early.
Yeah, but it's the last game of the season. But obviously, you know, the thing that you have to cap into it as well is that it could go under if they just get destroyed instantly, and there's no need for Tristan Thompson. Go on vacation, you know.
Right, and then
like,
also,
then it could go under, I believe. But if he gets 30 to 35 minutes in a desperation game, Celtics back against the wall.
Right.
I think Tristan Thompson can get to 10 rebounds. Personally,
Kyrie 40 points. Today is actually a day in that game where I would actually lay off of props because I expect them to beat them pretty handily.
Yeah, and then keep fuel in the tank for Milwaukee.
Right, and then a blowout will screw your props. Okay, Tatum points.
Well, what's the first half line?
Good call. If the opening line is 12.5, I would think it was 6.5 first half, right?
Yeah, I was just looking it up.
Maybe some books you can get 5.5.
Maybe, yeah. I'm not. If anyone has already bet on the Nets, I think that's a quality bet just going forward. The next series is going to be a bit difficult. I think you're going to see more realistic spreads for the Nets when they play much stiffer competition.
You're going to see them as dogs in a couple games in the next series.
Yeah, just like point blank. Even with
straight up.
No DiVincenzo or not, he's not. It's not a factor in the point spreads.
They beat them head to head twice in 3 days. The last time they played. if people are thinking that the Nets are going to be favored in every game, they haven't watched basketball all season. Again, in regards to Milwaukee.
We had an offensive explosion as well when it comes to the total of the Nets-Celtics game in the last game. I think if Sosa's vision of a Nets beatdown comes true, then this total could actually maybe stay under if the theory of them reserving their players for the next series comes into play. If the Nets go up large, it's a desperation elimination type of game. The line for the total is shaded because of the offensive explosion in the last game. There's a lot of drama in these dramatic type of games, situations, because of the Kyrie Celtics stuff. You could see maybe a game that more so resembles game one, but without the lackluster three-point shooting of the Nets, if that makes sense, you know?
Absolutely.
Where they just stomp on them, keep it under, and then the Nets cover. Because, they've been giving out some free bread with the Nets just overall, except for that one game in game three. But the one thing we have to keep in mind is that Jason Tatum can go nuclear at any moment. He scored 90 points in the last two games. I'm not going to touch his props because I think it's probably like really over-adjusted. But have you seen Tatum stuff today? What's the Tatum three-point lines and all that today?
It's probably I would probably guess like over 4.5, 3.5 probably. Yeah. I'm going to check right now. But in regards to, like I said, in a game where I anticipate a blowout, I try to stay away from props because I don't want to be that guy in the fourth quarter looking for needing somebody to get me 2-3 points and they're not playing because they're beating the shit out of the other team. So that's why I would vote on the side of that.
Yeah.
So, and I'm looking up I'm looking up the props. Which prop were you asking about now?
Tatum points, Tatum threes, and then we can get out of here. We have two more games. We'll talk about them briefly. We won't keep you guys here for too long. I thank you guys for watching this. If you guys want to know what site this is right here, I'm checking out lines on SportX.Bet. If you have access to the site, check it out for sure. What's the line, Sosa?
33.5 for points. And for threes, it's over. Hold on. It is over 3.5.
3.5. So it's. I mean, that's lower than I thought it would be. You know. But if the game is a bit more of a slower game, use the shot clock type of game for the Celtics. I mean, the Celtics are just gonna throw everything they can at the Nets, but they just don't have the personnel, you know.
Yeah, they don't have the frontline talent. They got a better coach, but again, it's only so much you can do when you're facing that type of offensive talent. They're just going to take over at some juncture of the game, and you'll be rendered helpless.
Just look at the adjustment in the spread as well compared to game one and game two when the Nets were at home previously. They were single-digit favorites, high single-digit favorites. I think 8 and 9 in those games. Right. They go on the road, they split, they come back. There's some animosity going on, but I just want to talk about this too, just in the air. It's not a conspiracy, but this guy Kyrie stepped on their logo after the game. These guys are professionals. The Celtics are going to try really, really hard tonight. They just don't have the horses, but I expect them to compete, bro. I expect them to compete.
And I expect them to compete to start, but at some point they start getting stomped out. I mean, the writing's on the wall, man.
Let's talk about the second game of the day. Actually they're both 10 o'clock games, I believe. The Blazers Nuggets game. We have the Blazers on the road in a series that's literally it's a flip-flop series. This has been a flip-flop series, a series of adjustments, a series of different role players popping off at different times. How you feel about this one? Just open it up, Sosa.
I'm leaning moneyline Denver tonight. I believe in the era of desperation. I believe in knowing that you can't waste a home game. I believe that I like them to win tonight and Portland to win Game 6 and for Game 7 to happen on Denver's home floor. And then it'll be a coin toss for me in Game 7. I think that's how it plays out. I think Denver wins tonight. They get the home cooking.
Don't sound too confident there. Not too confident.
It's
not like the Nets. Not like the Nets.
The line's only 2 points, right?
Yeah.
2 points. So obviously Vegas is as we've all watched these games, right? So it's like it went Portland double-digit win. It went Denver double-digit win.
They're implying on a neutral court that Portland would be a 1-point favorite here.
Then it went Portland double-digit win, right? So it went every win in this series, I believe, has been by double digits, correct?
Yeah, and I believe we've called every game but game 1 correctly.
Right. So See you guys in Portland when Denver's up 3-2 in 2 days. Like,
Bro, I
that's
want
how I
to
feel.
take the Nuggets here. I want to take the Nuggets here. I want to. I think it's the spot to take the Nuggets, just like the way like I cap the games, the way I know you cap the games.
And I like
Motivation, but personally, I'm gonna chill on this one today. I'm gonna chill on this one on the spread today because something is telling me that Damian Lillard, he only scored 10 points the last game, and they beat them by like a large margin. He went 1 for 6 from 3. I'm not gonna say they figure things out like the other role players that they figure things out, but
right. Like that's a complete.
I respect it's an anomaly, right? I respect the Blazers like in this spot right now. I'm just gonna chill off this one today.
Scored 10 points. Come on, man. That's
But
unconscionable.
I know you said Embiid's the your MVP, but we know Jokic is gonna win the MVP.
Yeah, Jokic is going to win it because Embiid missed 20 games. But
I respect him so highly as well. This is a game I'll probably be looking for a live bet in.
I like triple double
comes
tonight.
out.
Triple double tonight.
Triple double Jokic.
Triple-double.
What's it like? Plus what? 1,800? Plus 2,000?
Triple double for Jokic tonight.
I wanted to play some obscene Damian Lillard props, like scoring
for him can't be that much.
scoring in threes. Scoring threes props for like Dame just to throw up a bunch of threes. I mean, it's not really necessary.
Jokic triple double tonight. Plus
what is it? 1,100. They're saying it's within the realm of possibility with 1,100. Then, just looking that up.
Maurice David, what you're saying is factual, but do you think that the Celtics have a chance tonight? Because I don't.
The Celtics, I believe they have a chance to. I mean, a 12.5 point spread is crazy. They have like a lot of playoff experience on that roster, but the Nets. I mean, we caught Sweet the other day. I'm just going to chill on the Nets for this one.
Celtics
get ready for game one.
The Celtics pack is going up tonight. All right, the Celtics pack will be in the air.
The last game was sweet. We hit it live again. I'm just going to, hopefully they do it, bro. I have a prop too in this Nuggets Blazers game. He played really poorly the last game, didn't get the minutes. He's been consistent on this prop in the long run. We have the sample size since Jamal Murray went down, and I'm going back with it. It hit for me the last 2 times I played it. Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes. Usually this is like minus 160, minus 165, but today it's like minus 125. So I'm gonna take that today. Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes made after the abysmal performance. Young player, young player on the come up, trying to get his numbers. He's gonna chuck the threes up today, or he's just gonna at least get to the 3. I think he's gonna get to 3 threes. Minus 125 is better money. I already played that one.
I also love the over tonight in the game. I love the over. I think both teams come out. They play. I think both teams will be in some level of a rhythm, and then again. Also,
think about it. The last game, if Dame played a normal Dame game, they score 130, 135 easy.
Exactly, and just like you said, MPJ didn't play well. It's just everything setting up for a good, for a bounce back game by Denver. Even if Damian Lillard bounces back, Denver didn't play well either. So it's like it's kind of like they have to have that approach where it's new game. Series is 0-0. Go win a game on your home court. And I think that's what Mike Malone is probably beating into his team's head right now. Like, we are at home. We have home court.
And these guys are trying to step on our necks right now.
Right.
After the last game, that was like, it was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy.
I like them at the crib tonight. Give me Denver and Denver.
Just trying to check Fantasy Labs for any, like, updates in the last few minutes. See what
I mean, I know they'll probably cut off the local news for Embiid updates in Philly. So
yeah, just Davis Bertans MRI stuff.
Oh man, he's done.
He's done? Yeah, I just want to say too, side note, I am in Canada. We've been on lockdown for quite some time, and they are about to free the barbers. I'm getting a haircut. The barbers are about to be freed up.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Happy for you, my brother.
Yeah, bro. No more looking like a serial killer. Yeah, it's just how it is. Things are looking better, bro. Summertime. But yeah, let's go on to this. I'm gonna live bet this one. No particular lean on the spread. I can see the Nuggets. It's their spot. Like, just in terms of the flow of the series, the coaching of the series. They have the MVP of the league. I can see the Nuggets winning tonight. But I'm gonna chill on this one. Go live bet. I've already played Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes, and I'm definitely aligned with Sosa on the over 227 on the total. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. Fireworks. Dame scoring too. Why not? Dame 31.5.
Like I said, man, I love Denver in this spot tonight. I will be putting money on them. I am definitely taking them to win the game. The money line has good value. That 2 points has good value too. So and like I said, every game's been decided by double figures. So if you're gonna pick a winner, they're gonna win by double figures. Like that's what we've seen. For the line to be 2 points makes no fucking sense to me. It should be 4 or something like that. 3.5. I don't know, but it shouldn't be a bucket. So yeah, I like Denver, but look at you. You're pulling up the game of the night, the game that everybody's trying to convince me.
The game you order dinner for, like order some wild dinner, right. Okay, engage in some other activities. Other activities. This game is drama. The series is drama. Suns, Lakers. What's going on? What's going on, bro?
Tonight,
Anthony Davis has like 3 injuries.
No AD. Give me the Suns to cover. I know people.
That's the first thing you said to me yesterday. The easy peasy.
Yeah, I can't. I like LeBron to go off in Game 6, not Game 5. I think they lay down tonight. No AD. Lay down? No AD. Come on.
Yo, I think the Lakers have a chance. They looked really good in the fourth quarter, and they might have tricked me. The only reason I haven't put money on this yet is because I think if AD really does not play, this line will go to like 6.5. The fourth quarter of the last game, after the Lakers were going on sort of a comeback run, I was getting a bit scared for my money line Suns bet with like 3 minutes left, but they ran up against the clock. The Lakers cleaned up on the glass. They went a bit small. They looked pretty good to me. I think they just ran up against the clock.
You're talking about the last run where LeBron had a couple of layups.
The Lakers look good against the Suns when they go small, though. When they go small, it can work. It can work. I know this sounds crazy.
When they keep Andre Drummond off the court, see, it's kind of strange because like they went small, but they had Gasol on the floor, and Gasol played well. So it's for me, it's to say that and the homie Jordan. You're right. The Game 3 was a 5-point game. You're right. It was a 5-point game. But Denver covered that game too, correct?
I can't even see the comments right now. It's like glitching. But on the Suns Lakers game, I mean, I'm gonna bet the Lakers spread. Just gonna wait to see if we can get 6.5. I think once we get that fantasy labs, that news that's gonna come. AD is out. If he's out, smoke and mirrors. Every game in this series has been. I'm taking the Lakers tonight. Every game in this series has been implicated by something. I know on the surface it does not seem to be like the smartest bet. I've bet on the Suns like 25 times this season. Probably come out on top in like 18, 19 of those games. Right. They're a team that I respect highly. They're a team that I've also bet on to win the title. Quite like a bit ago, I played like 2 championship futures bets, small. I respect them highly, so I know that they should come out, in the long run and perform in this 7-game series. I just think the Lakers are going to come out juiced up. Hey
man, listen, I'm listening to you. I'm hearing you.
LeBron. I like Dennis Schroeder. I like Dennis Schroeder prop as well. Dennis Schroeder over 16.5. I played that before I played the spread. I haven't played the spread yet. Let's see what happens, bro. Every game in this series has been compromised by something. It's not necessarily a complete pattern series.
I have 2 plays.
I know you think the Suns are just going to come out and run them. They have the personnel to do it.
I went with 2 plays for tonight.
Let's hear it.
I got the Suns yesterday when they were -4 when it opened. We talked about this.
4.5?
Huh?
Well, what line?
-4. It opened at -4. Remember yesterday?
Oh yeah. During the Utah game. When it
was -4, I immediately took them to cover the -4. But I'm also gonna put a small bet on the Lakers not scoring 100 points tonight.
What's the line for that?
Their total points is at 101.5. I do not believe the Lakers score 100 points tonight. I don't. They might not even score 90.
Let's see how it goes, bro. Let's see how it goes. I mean, without AD, my bad, I said something else. Without AD, we can assume, lack of firepower. But I mean, when they go, they scored. They look good in that quarter. It's a small sample size.
They looked all right late because the Suns were up by like 16 and they went on like a 7-0 run. I still don't feel. Did you feel like the Lakers had a legit chance of coming back at the end there? I didn't really feel that.
I felt if there was another quarter, the Lakers might have got these guys. The way that the game was going, I think they got beat by the clock because like the Suns, they were basically like the Patriots when they played. I mean the Falcons when they played the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Only the Falcons had enough
crushing not just walking up the court, not even shooting, just walking up the court, crushing the shot clock. Come on, bro.
Playing
you had your foot on their neck. Now they think that they see something. The Lakers, they obviously don't have the personnel. They're probably going to run a tight ship tonight, 6-7 bodies.
I see the angle.
They still have some size. They have LeBron with his back against the wall.
LeBron's have to score 50 to keep them.
I'm not touching LeBron props, but I want to let you know that the only two bets that I have made so far today is Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes and Dennis Schroeder over 16.5. Everyone's assuming that when the redistribution of the wealth with AD not being there, LeBron is going to be the only benefactor of that. I think Dennis Schroeder is. He's coming off a bad game.
I love the Schroeder call with AD not playing.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a point of emphasis for them just attack-wise anyways. It's just that, they made an adjustment the last game, and Bridges had him on clamps. When they put Bridges on Schroeder, it was over.
Locked him up.
But
Locked him up.
Today, in a one-off situation, a one-off game where – not one-off, but a game where the Suns are going to be trying to go up 3-2 in this series to take command, they're going to be throwing a lot of Crowder, Bridges at LeBron, trying to slow him down. It's going to be a freight train tonight. Let's see how it goes, bro. I can't wait to watch this game. Shout out to everyone in the chat, too. Shout out to everyone watching this. If you guys can, sub to the channel, Frenzy Sports. Follow me, My Guy Knows a Guy, and Sosa the Locksmith on Twitter. He's also on Instagram. Give us a shout. Send us a message. Ask us any question you want. Hit me with a like if you guys can. Just showing you guys the dash here. You guys can see some money splits right here on SportX.Bet. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. It's NBA playoffs. Much smaller amount of games to pick every single day now. So you have to snipe and pick your spots. We're trying to climb to the top. Let's do this. Sosa said he likes the Suns. I'm gonna end up taking the Lakers today. Let's see how it goes in this one. I've played 2 props. What other thoughts do you have on this game, Sosa? The Lakers Suns game of the night.
I'm staying. Like I said, I don't think the Lakers score 100, and I got the Suns -4. I got them at -4 yesterday. If you can get it, I think they win the game by double digits. I don't believe. I've not believed in this Laker team all year.
Who's reffing the game, Sosa?
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. But
Los Angeles Lakers are playing today, and they're playing today. So.
Like I said, it's just not their year, man.
I hope the Suns do break through for my futures ticket, bro. I hope they break through. I don't know. Let's see, bro. What do you think about this game tonight with AD being down, with LeBron obviously chasing Jordan for these titles? Do you go back to the Heat Celtics game when they were down?
But see,
when they were down 3-2.
That was in the game.
Do you go back to that game?
Right. That was in a game 6.
Different era, or what?
Right. No. Listen, I expect the Lakers to stink it up tonight, and I expect LeBron James to win a game 6. It's just something about the way that it'll go. Like I don't like LeBron tonight. I don't on the road without the other alpha. You got to depend on Caruso and Wes Matthews. KCP's already fucked up. Like, nah, man. No.
Let's see who comes out sharp, bro. Let's see who comes out sharp.
Tonight, if he does come out and perform well tonight, then.
What you guys think about this one in the chat, though? Easy peasy Suns or easy peasy, or
what do y'all think?
Or LeBron puts the squad on his back. We don't even know if he's exactly 100% too, but he looked 100% to me. Grabbing balls off the backboard, spinning off the pivot, and dunking on Ayton.
Yeah,
Uh,
he did do that. He did have a couple nice highlights. I can't front, but it's just again, man, that game was at Staples.
let's see how it goes,
School
bro. Let's see
games.
how it goes. We got 3 games tonight: Celtics, Nets. I
Like,
do want to say though, in baseball, I'm taking the Oakland A's tonight. They disappointed a lot of people yesterday. I'm gonna take with Bassett pitching. I'm taking the Oakland A's. Just want to throw it out there. But the only 2 bets that I've placed money on so far is Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes, Dennis Schroeder over 16.5. Is there anything you've already bet right now? But as of now, Sosa, I know you said Suns -4.
yeah, Suns -4, and I'm probably gonna drop the ticket right now on them on the Lakers, not scoring 101. I'm gonna take the Nuggets -2.5. I got the Nuggets winning tonight, man. I'm confident. I'm confident in them winning tonight. Just because they're at the crib, I believe they find a way to win tonight.
Last game was the first game where someone was beat. No, the second game. So each one of these games, one of these teams have beaten each other decisively at least once.
Both teams split.
Yeah, they've decisively beaten each other at least once each. This is a pivotal game tonight. Can't wait to watch these games. Let's see how the Celtics react too after Kyrie stepped on their logo. Just want to throw that out there. Let's see how it's a non-basketball factor. They're playing against aliens.
He's gonna stomp the actual team out now. Like
Nets. Let's see if the Nets run it up.
He already stomped them out tonight. Like that shit's a wrap, bro.
Stay disciplined with your bets, everyone. Too. Thanks for rocking with us, watching the games, watching the show right here, the Baller Bet.
Appreciate you all.
Yeah, appreciate you. Follow us on Twitter. Hit us with a like.
Twitter, Instagram,
subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Frenzy Sports. Just trying to cover the games, cover sports betting, just deliver some information. And thank you for your time. We're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's continue the playoffs. Peace.